Good hello. It is morning for me right now. I just woke up and I want to tell you something really important. There's a lot going on outside. I love to sit on the ground, and the best light I've discovered inside of Ivy Moon is when the door is open and I'm sitting here. So I decided to do this kind of chat this morning because I really want to tell you something important. It's important to me. I have been struggling with my mental health. Well, my whole life, I laugh, but on and off my whole life, I struggle with mental health. I struggle with specifically a lot of depression and anxiety. Don't we all? I feel like, well, wouldn't we all, with the way the world is and the way life is, wouldn't we all? But I know it's not the case because I've had a lot of conversations with many different people, and some people are blessed and they don't feel depression. I know it could be part of my family history, definitely. It could be a chemical imbalance. I'm not quite sure exactly, but I struggle. I struggle sometimes to get up out of bed, to get ready. When I had a job, it was easier because it was a force. I had to get up out of bed, I had to be somewhere on time. I had things to do. I was raising children. Everything was busy, busy, busy. I had no choice but to do what I had to do. And now that I'm at this age and I have no job and life is beautiful, there's so much to be thankful for, I often still wake up and think, I don't want to get dressed. I don't want to do anything. I don't even want to make art. I just don't want to do anything. I don't want to go anywhere. I just want to do nothing. And I hate that feeling. I want to be able to go for a walk. I don't even want to go for a walk. It's all these things. Now, in my past, I have tried many different medications, and I always quit. Throw them down the toilet, quit. I don't like the side effects. I don't like trying to figure out how long it's going to take to work. I then tell myself, oh no, you have control. All you got to do is go on walks and eat well and take care of yourself and take time to meditate. Well, guess what? When you're depressed and you're anxious, you don't want to do any of those things that help you get better. That being said, I want to say this community here on YouTube is just beautiful. It is the unexpected thing on this platform that I didn't expect. Unexpected, didn't expect. I was going to get on here and just make videos, vlogs about whatever, and I thought a bunch of strangers would just start subscribing to my channel, and it would just be like, I didn't expect to feel like I was forming relationships here, and that is what has happened. And mostly with other creators, content creators, that we are trying to uplift one another, encourage each other to keep going, to, some of us are achieving their goals before others, some of us are almost there, but like we're all just like, there's room for all of us. Let's keep going, encouraging each other up. And yesterday I did a short talking about how I wasn't feeling motivated, how I didn't want to get dressed, blah, those things. And a beautiful soul on this community reached out and sent me a Mel Robbins podcast to watch. She's on YouTube. I listen to her in the car. I watch her when I can because I love Mel Robbins. I love her. I was first introduced to her a few years ago. A coworker said, "Hey, have you heard of Mel Robbins?" And it was when she had her talk show. She actually had a talk show for a bit, and I would watch it. I loved her talk show because, first of all, she is so authentic and real, and I felt like she's like, I don't want to say I'm like her. I mean, but I felt like I could relate to her. Even the way she dresses, I'm like, this is my kind of gal. So anyway, I was familiar with her already. I'm a big, huge fan. I love Mel Robbins. I get her emails, but you know what? Often I get up in the morning, I look at my emails and I go delete, delete, delete. I don't even look at what she has to offer. Same with Adrienne, who does yoga. Adrienne, delete. this is what I do. On this day, though, someone reached out to me and said, I think this video might help. And it was Mel Robbins, and it was talking about not feeling motivated, not wanting to get out of bed. And she shared a technique she learned from her therapist, and I did it this morning. And I will link the podcast video at the end of this in case you're interested. She always makes me laugh also when I watch her. I'm like, she just is so real. Anyway, I slithered out of bed this morning. I tried something new and it felt silly. It really did. And I almost forgot. I told Motorcycle Man about it last night. And so when he left this morning for work, he kissed me goodbye and he says, don't forget to slither out of bed. And I had forgot. Yeah, I did. So then he remembered for me. That was great. So I'm like, oh yeah, I got to slither out of bed this morning. And it literally is exactly how it sounds. You slither out of bed onto the floor, and to take it a step further, you crawl to the bathroom. And my bathroom is not an ensuite. It's in the hallway. And just doing it, well, it's you're supposed to feel things. I want you to watch her podcast to know what it's really all about. But I did it. And after I slithered out of bed and crawled to the toilet, which sounds so incredibly weird, and to see it must have even looked more weird, but no one was watching. Not even the cat paid attention. I just did it. And then at that point, I remember her saying, and don't get back into bed, make your bed. So I made my bed, and then I thought, oh, I'm going to take this a step further, and I'm going to get dressed. Since I'm up here in my room, I've made my bed, I'm going to pick my clothes for the day. I got dressed. Then I went downstairs and I made my coffee. I also turned on YouTube because I like to watch YouTube while I get ready. And so I got my makeup bag, set YouTube there, watched YouTube, got ready, and now I'm here talking to you. And I have to tell you, I already feel better about the day. I have things ahead that I'm going to do. I'm meeting my old therapist for more coffee. I am so thankful for her. I saw her for 5 years, and then she retired. I quit my job. There's like a period of time where you can't really communicate with your therapist, and then once that time is done, you can be friends. And I am friends with my therapist now, so we're gonna go have coffee. We're gonna catch up. It's really a fine line because I truly love her as a person, and I don't want to speak to her like she's my therapist anymore. I want to listen to her. I want to have a friendship, but it's still a little tricky because I know she was my therapist for all those years. So I have that ahead of me, and then I still want to sit and breathe. I'm doing a breathing thing. I bought a book. Always buying books to try to better myself, and it starts with just focusing on your breathing every morning and every evening for the first week. Takes little tiny, it's like habits you're forming that are good habits, that are healthy, helpful habits. So I have breathing to do. I'm going to sit 5 minutes in meditation and just listen to the sounds around me. I plan on finishing writing a letter today. And I just woke up, and slithering out of bed and getting ready has made a difference. I can tell a difference, because if I just get out of bed and I don't get ready and I shuffle downstairs and I get my coffee and then I just kind of be like, what do I do today? I really don't want to get dressed. And then before I know it, it's 12 o'clock, lunchtime. I'm still in my sleeping clothes, totally not ready for the day. I'm feeling useless, basically. That's the word. I'm feeling like, oh, I've wasted my day again, and I feel like, and then I start beating myself up, and it's just a very bad cycle. So this worked. It really worked for today. So if I can remember to slither out of bed tomorrow, I'm going to do this for as long as it takes to get myself back into a mode of inspiration, a mode of wanting to do things, being motivated. I mean, right now with Rich's health scare, things are different already. His follow-up appointment, amazing. His blood pressure, the best it's been in years. And that is just 1 week of very, like, no salt, no sugar, and his blood pressure is already like almost perfect. I was like, we were tripping out. We're like, dude, I haven't seen this in forever. So he's motivated highly because he sees how much diet can affect I have the mental health. He also does, but I mean, that's, never mind. Anyway, eating good really works. It really does. And so he's on a thing where we walk in the evenings. He's like, we eat dinner. He's like, let's go on a walk. He walks so fast. I'm like, I'm trying my best to make the biggest strides. And literally, I'm trying to stride up to him. And he's like, vroom, 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 in front of me. That's the kind of energy he has. So he's like literally doing zigzags across the street while I'm just trying to like just make it to him in his big strides. Anyway, that's all. I just wanted to share that. The community is awesome here. I love being here. And thank you for all your support. I really appreciate it. And we all got this. Hello, airplane. Until next time, peace, love, and keep going.